Hey friends, thanks for tuning in if you're watching this. If you've been following me, you know I'm starting a farm and it'll officially kind of start in December. I grew up kind of on the farm setting, so I'm not completely new to this. Now, starting a farm by myself, completely new, but being around animals and kind of knowing how things work is not new to me. However, there's a lot of people that have a desire and a passion to start a farm or a homestead or a backyard farm and just don't know where to start. I can tell you books are the best resource, other than really finding someone and learning from them, like face to face, mouth to mouth. Books are some of the best ways to get started. One of my favorites that I've recently discovered is kind of backwards to you guys, I guess. It's called Farm Anatomy, The Curious Parts and Pieces of Country Life by Julia Rothman. And it is fantastic. Let me just show you. The illustrations, I absolutely love the illustrations. It's super simple. It seems to be like handwritten. Everything is explained so well. There's just so much in it. There are different types of farm animals that you, if you're interested in these animals to have on the farm, it goes from different breeds of those animals to different ways to use them, or if they're meat animals, it even shows you how to butcher them or the best parts for specific types of meat. It's a fantastic book. It is published by Story Publishing. Story, S-T-O-R-E-Y, Story Publishing. And they published wonderful books. A couple of other books that I have by them. They have a lot of these. Story's Guide to Raising like sheep. And it's pretty thick. I mean, it goes through about everything. I think it even talks about difference between meat and wool sheep. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read it in a while. And I also have Story's Guide to Raising Llamas. At the time, I don't know if they have one for alpacas yet or not. But when I was first getting into llamas and alpacas a few years ago, I wanted to start learning. And so I looked, and they had this one on llamas. They didn't have one on alpacas. But the good thing about that is that llamas and alpacas are very similar in the way that they should be raised or cared for or treated. And so they do talk about alpacas in here and the difference and the similarities between alpacas and llamas, but they're fantastic books. I also have one on dairy goats, and I want to say I also have one on pigs. I'm not 100% sure. I have a couple other ones at the farm on my bookshelf. And so these are fantastic. I mean, they're nice and thick. There's pretty much not a detail missed. It goes from different breeds to how to take care of them, to how to shear them, what to do with the wool, and then even breeding and illnesses, and that goes for everything. They don't miss a beat in these books, and they are fantastic. I've read them from cover to cover. And you may not think that it's fun reading, but if it's something that you're interested in, if it's a specific type of animal, especially if you have never dealt with them before, and they're really great books. And I'm super interested in sheep and llamas and alpacas, that I find everything about these animals very interesting. And I just love learning about them. Also, besides just books, magazines. You can easily find these at Walmart. I have found this magazine, Hobby Farms, and you can find them on Facebook, I believe, too. You can see this one was about sheep, or actually it wasn't just sheep, it was actually the livestock issue. So, and 15 cool breeds for small farms. So they talk about a little bit about everything, you know, from different farms across the country to the world, specific animals, and then you're gonna find tips and tricks and ideas and inspiration in these magazines, and they are fantastic. And it's only $5.99 at Walmart or your local bookstore, so it's a great buy. Let me go back to these books real quick and tell you the price on these if you're interested. This Farm Anatomy, you can see how thick it is. It's beautifully illustrated. Was only $16.95. Such a great buy. The Story's Guide to Raising Sheep. I think I ordered these from Amazon for like less than $10. Check out Amazon. You can find so much on Amazon. But if you were to buy these like off the shelf, they're $19.95, and this one was $18.95, and it's a little bit smaller. So, you know, anywhere from $6 to $20. They're all great reads. Recently, I've discovered a new magazine. I am just absolutely in love with it. It kind of happened by chance because I have been, looking into animals that I really want on the farm, and I really want buffalo, at least one buffalo. Their meat is some of the most healthy and nutritious meats on the market, and not only that, but their wool. It's not something that you have to shear. They self-shed, but their wool makes really excellent, strong fiber. And so I've been really wanting buffalo. And my mom was at Walmart, and she sent me a picture of this magazine that had a buffalo on it. And I'm like, yes, confirmation! I'm gonna have a buffalo. So it's called Modern Farmer. And I mean, look at this cover. I mean, it just makes you want to buy a buffalo. It's absolutely beautiful. It's $7.99. And it's a decent sized magazine. And not only does it have great articles about different farms and different animals, as a graphic designer, even if I was not a farmer, if I had no desire to have anything to do with farming, just as a graphic designer, this is such a beautiful magazine. Let me just show you an example of a spread here. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? And the fonts, oh my gosh. I know this may make no sense to some of you, but there's large pictures. They're extremely good quality. There are diagrams and stuff. Here is one on building a solar dehydrator. So this is another one of those that has all kinds of different articles. And I mean, the images themselves are just absolutely gorgeous. Totally worth the $8. It's something that you want to continue to look at and continue to read. I am working my way through it right now. And there's a lot. What I absolutely love as a millennial and going into this farm business, it's really difficult to find other people around my age that have done this. Most people that have been in the farm industry either grew up in the country and that's all I've ever known, or they're older because that's just the life that they had growing up. But the great thing that I absolutely love about this is that it's the modern farmer. Not only is there some traditional farming in here, but there's a lot of stories on young farmers coming into the farm scene, and it's really inspirational and motivational. This is something that I am actually considering subscribing to. I really encourage you, if you find a good farm magazine that you really love and that you feel like you are really gleaning from, subscribe to them. This one is a quarterly magazine, so that means it only gets published every not 4 months. There's 4 issues a year. Okay, so it gets published every 3 months, so every quarter. And it is only $24. Okay, only $24 for a year subscription. And I mean, it's a beautiful magazine, and it's something that I'm probably going to do as soon as I have the time to do that. So those are some of my favorite books and magazines that I have so far. I have more at the farm, but those are by far some of my favorites that I carry with me, just in case I get bored, which I'm never bored. But it's something to continuously learn from. And once you buy those, if there's a book or a magazine that you just can't set down, or if you're just checking it out, or if you keep going to Walmart just to read a few articles, if it's something that you keep going back to, buy it. Like, just don't even think about it, just buy it. It will help you so much down the road. We have so many books and magazines that we keep reflecting on. So it's a really great thing. Also, YouTube. YouTube is amazing. I have recently gone crazy on YouTube finding channels and other people that have been doing this as well. As I found some that I feel like I've connected with or that I'm learning from, I subscribe to them, and a lot of them I've watched almost every single one of their videos. So some of them, Dirt Patch Heaven. So that's just one word, Dirt Patch Heaven, Heaven, is a great one. A lot of these also deal with a lot of living off grid. Excuse me. So if you're wanting to go, all natural or off grid, or whatever, some of these are really, really good to find ideas and inspiration from. So Dirt Patch Heaven. Let's see. Jenna Wagenrich, she is really, really amazing. She is a young woman. I think she's like in her early 30s, and she runs her own farm in upstate New York. And so her channel name is J Wagenrich. So that's JWOGINRICH. Super awesome. And see, there's my homesteading project. That's really great. Also, I found a guy who is in northern Arkansas. His name is the Tactical Homesteader. So that's 3 different words. The Tactical Homesteader. So this is the Tactical Homesteader. He's got some really great stuff, especially on goats and rabbits. So some of his videos, let me show you. Lots of really great stuff on goats, chickens, and rabbits. If you're interested in that, let me see here. My homesteading project is, I'm not sure where they're located, but it seems very desert-like. They also have a lot of dairy goats. They do a lot of dairy goats, and some chickens. Let me see here. Dirt Patch Heaven. They do a lot of off-grid type stuff. I think they even do like a tiny house or a RV living situation or something. If you're interested in spinning or sheep herding, Namaste Farms, or Namaste Farms as how she calls it, absolutely great. She has so much tips on sheep and even alpacas, on shearing, on spinning. It's really, really great. And I think there are a few other ones. Oh, here's Jenna. She is one of my favorite ones, and you'll be able to see that I've watched almost every single one of her videos, and she has so much more. But not only does she have goats and chickens and rabbits, she also has a draft pony that she uses to pull a wagon. You can see here, that's him. He's absolutely beautiful. She has so many amazing videos. Here she even shows you how to harnessing her draft pony, to hunting, to making your own hard cider. And so these are some of my favorite YouTube channels. I watch them regularly. I'm constantly finding new ones. As I subscribe to them, I'll probably publish a list of books, magazines, and channels that I've subscribed to share with you guys. And so I know that this is a long video, but if this is something you're interested in, I hope that you found some of this helpful. Take some notes, rewatch this or rewind, and see some of the stuff that I mentioned and look into it yourself. Anyone can do this. If you have a passion and a desire to start a farm or start a homestead, no matter how much property you have, whether it's 100 acres or a half an acre, if you live in the city, you can do this too. I mean, there are so many cool things you can do on a very small piece of land. All you have to do is find out what your city ordinances are. Can you have chickens? Can you have rabbits? Can you have a goat? Start with something small. Start with an herb garden. So you can do this, and I hope that you will like this, find this helpful. Also, you can see back here, right here, my vision board, and it is constantly growing. If you don't have a vision board, start one. If you have a dream of starting a farm or homestead, but you don't know where to start, get these resources, start start researching, start studying, start a vision board, start a notebook, start a scrapbook, something to where you can see it physically coming together in front of you. So I hope that this has been helpful or inspirational. Subscribe. I'm probably going to start a YouTube channel soon to upload these two. Anyways, I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.